Here we go. Hello, hello. I made it. I was afraid I wouldn't because I didn't yesterday. Oh, yesterday was a long day. It was very exhausting. But I did put a couple of things up on Instagram to give you a hint at what was going on. We got up at the crack of dawn, got ready for church, and went on over to my daughter's baby blessing, which was just beautiful. So it was very awesome that we were able to go see her, and all the kids were there that can make it, and we were only missing 3. So that was pretty awesome. But I just have so much to tell you. I'm so excited. Okay, if you don't know me, my name is Michelle, and I'm a mom of 12 amazing kids. I have 9 boys, 3 girls, and number 13 is on the way. Can you believe that? So lucky for us, number 13 is another girl, and we need them because we're short on the team. Hello, Erin. How are you? It's good to see you. So I'm going to flash you my belly straight off the bat. I can't stand back far enough. I should probably do a different one where you could see me, but look at, see, she's just getting big, round and juicy, right? Oh, you're so sweet, Teddy. So here we go. Here's the belly shot. Growing like a pregnant belly should. And there we go. All of me. Can't even hide it. So there we go. Got my good maternity pants on and flashed you a little bit there. Oops. Whatever. Hi, Lisa. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Mona Lisa, I love that. My favorite. I actually have a Mona Lisa right in my bedroom. Actually, 2 of them. And see, is the one handy? Yeah, the one's handy. Look, that's from my grandpa. Love that picture. Anyways, so if you don't know me, I'm a mom who loves to, I love mentoring and encouraging and just cheering on women to be the best that they could be. And anyone else who, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. But I just do everything I can to just try to help and encourage you. And just so you know, I have had a lot of babies. All my babies had from my body, and my husband and I made them. We've been married 29 years. We'll be married 30 years later this year. And I am now 37 weeks pregnant. That means 3 weeks to go. Hopefully the baby's about 6 pounds. We should know, pretty soon if she's in that range, and I'm hoping she is. She feels like she is. She still feels head down. She hasn't moved. Have an appointment with a midwife tomorrow, and then later this week with the perinatologist. I hope. We're trying to get that all squared away and worked out because I'm supposed to be going to him twice a week. Haven't been, so kind of a pain in the butt. But nesting is in high gear. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. High gear. But that's what happens for me. And I think it happens for a lot of women, but for me, I know what it means, and I understand why it's coming, because I'm not going to have time to get a lot of these things done after that baby's born, because she's going to nominate so much of my time, right? So we've had many preparations in order, been cleaning house and, getting extra laundry done and decluttering and organizing and making everything look good and decorating a little bit. Today I almost finished the master bedroom. I have a little bit in the closet left and a little bit in my master bedroom, then it's done. I can't wait to show you. I have the little boys' room is about done. My little girls' room is about done. And we just got everything in order. And the whole downstairs is ready to go. It's all cleaned up. And it's just everything we're doing just to get ready for that little bundle to arrive. Because that is what it's all about. That's what the big day is going to be about. And that's what we're anticipating. So, so what do I do? I'm getting, the things I do to prepare myself is I have a Vitapack, and I take my vitamins every day and my herbs to make sure that everything's where it needs to be, and that I'm feeling at my optimum strength and health. And it feels really great to do that. I should probably do a video on just all the vitamins I take because there's so many. I've got like full pill bottles on the AM and the PM, and I take them all because it's necessary. But I like stretching, I like dancing and rocking lately, and I think those are just things that get your body kind of ready, you know, get you prepared for the birthing process. And anytime you can do that, I'm having to be careful with bending, of course, but the kids are so sweet and so willing to just grab whatever I need so I don't have to bend over one more time, because that is too painful. And then with food, I'm pretty much just eating whatever I can get my hands on when it's time to eat. And as long as it sounds good and it doesn't nauseate me, then I'm going to eat it. And my diet definitely includes a little bit of chocolate every day. I can't deny that. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, I need some chocolate. I mean, I know there's hormone in chocolate and it's relaxant and all this stuff, but it's the real deal for me. I'm excited though because I have only gained 10 pounds this pregnancy. Now, before you get excited, realize I was overweight before I even got pregnant. I was very overweight for my size. I'm only 5'4". And so it was kind of important that I lost some weight just because it was starting to hurt my knees, my back, my shoulders. So I lost a few pounds. And in that losing a few pounds by cutting out sugar and white flour, bread products, no pasta, that kind of thing, for just a month, I ended up pregnant. And I hadn't been pregnant for 6 years. And I thought I couldn't have any more babies. And then here, bam, was another baby coming on the way. And so I was like, well, I still had quite like about 40 pounds or more that I wanted to lose. 40, 50, maybe even 6, let's see. Yeah, about 40 pounds I wanted to lose. So in the fact that I only gained 10, that means I'm going to lose some of this once this baby's born, right? That she's going to be part of that weight that I have right now. And when she's out of here, then I will have lost more weight, and I'm really, really excited about that. One thing that's funny is all my clothes I bought when I first found out I was pregnant, I bought a bunch of extra large stuff because normally that's what I wear when I'm pregnant, and they're all really big on me. So I find that kind of fascinating, exciting, and encouraging. But it's mostly because I don't eat a lot of bread. I don't eat more than 2 servings of bread or pasta every day. I don't eat a lot of sugar. I do maybe have a small dish of ice cream or a little bit of chocolate, but I'm not going overboard on the sweets. I can't have a giant piece of cake. It makes me sick, right? I mean, at my daughter's thing last night, I had a brownie. That was all I could handle. But I eat a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. Actually, I'm not eating that much fruit, mostly berries. Vegetables and a portion of protein. And, you know, like scrambled eggs. I really dig scrambled eggs this pregnancy. I can eat them probably breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And avocados are fabulous. So that's kind of what I do for the food thing. And I think that's really just helping. You know, if you could just cut out sugar and bread, that alone will keep your weight down. Even when you're not pregnant, just give up. Just make it to where you only have bread once a day and just have a serving of it. You know, just nothing more than a half a bagel or you know, just 2 pieces of bread. Just limit it to that and you will see a drastic weight loss in a hurry. I've done it many times, pregnant and not pregnant. And then let's see, this week I have so much going on. I'm going to be opening up a P.O. box. I wasn't able to get to that last week. The last week was already full, but this week I made a plan for it. I'm putting the car bag together, you know, just so in case. I mean, we have a friend who her husband works at the hospital, and she was getting ready to have her baby, and she called him and let him know, so he came home to get her, and they didn't even make it to the hospital. It wasn't even a mile or 2 away, and she had that baby right in the car. So you can never be too prepared. So I like to have everything I need right inside the car, just in case that baby decides to show up when I'm not expecting it on the road and I'm not near a hospital or whatever, like right next door. And then I got to get the baby's room all together. It's almost there, but I've got to wash all the bedding, like I said, wipe everything down, just make sure it's fresh and beautiful, and put the little decorations on the wall. Really excited about all that. I can't wait to show you. And then I'm stocking up on like meal planning I'm doing, and just getting ready to I'm refining the chore lists, and I'm refining the meal plan, just so that everybody's ready and on board with what we're going to be cooking and fixing, so that we can actually be ready for when the baby's born. And whatever menu I make for this month, we will also use that same meal plan for next month. That way it's really easy just to buy the same things next month. It's kind of hard because we just have different eating styles going on in this house, but we're making it work. And then I'm stocking up on paper products, because I'm not going to be able to be downstairs all the time. I'm having a contraction right now, so I'm rubbing my belly, sorry. But I'm not, see, what am I trying to say? So I'm not going to be downstairs always to watch my kids, make sure they're doing their chores and get them going on, delegating on all that. So if we have paper plates, extra paper plates, paper bowls, plastic forks, spoons, and whatever, then that's going to cut out half the dishes. Then the big boys just have their 2 or 3 dishes each that they need to wash. So that's going to make things a lot easier. I love counting dishes, because dishes can sometimes be overwhelming, but if you count them back, it's not so bad. Like, say the other day there was 30 dishes, and I told my son, it was his turn to do the dishes. So I just said, hey, can you just, and he's like, I don't want to do the dishes, there's so many, blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, I counted them. There's only about 30, 35 at the most. So just do 10, take a break, do 10, take a break, do 10, take a break, and then you'll be done. And he was like, okay, I'll try it. And it worked. So I have to do that with myself as well sometimes. And then this Friday is my daughter's baby shower, so we're kind of excited about that. Her baby shower, she ended up doing after the baby was born, just because it was Christmas time and everything was crazy. So, and they wanted to give her time to recover, so they're doing it. I'm actually not even putting it on. It's a friend of hers from work. So I was like, whatever, I'm pregnant, I guess that'll be okay. And then my baby shower, they didn't even correlate it with each other, and we never talked to them about it. We didn't know the dates, but mine is the day after. So hers is Friday, mine is Saturday. And my girlfriend has gone all out. Oh my gosh, she's ridiculous. And she has bought all kinds of stuff. And she won't even let me come over her house, because she said there's too much evidence everywhere, because it's a surprise for me. And she's so sweet. Yeah, I've never had a surprise anything in my life, so that'll be fun. And then after that, I could just relax and do what I need to do. So I will just keep sticking with my daily plan, because it's really helping. The chores are getting easier, they're getting faster, because we've gotten rid of so much stuff. I just have more I want to get rid of always. And then tomorrow when I come on live, it should be in the morning, no later than the afternoon, probably around 10 or 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to do a walkthrough on my house, so you could see it and the progress that we've made, and I'll show you everything, and I won't hide nothing, and you can see it all and what a big difference it is. And then I'll post the link for the video that I did walk through a couple, the first one, the middle one, and then this last one, so that way you can see the progress, because it's crazy. But I'll do that tomorrow for you. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Excuse me. I'm going to read these. Okay, so I said hello, and I said hello to Aaron. I said hello to Teddy. I said hello to Lisa. And I said hello to Angie. Yes, all of those things are legit. You got any questions or comments? Or you got anything you want to chat about? Let's do it. It's been a long day today. Oh my gosh, I cheated and just ordered pizza for the kids. I just eat the toppings off and probably just a little bit of the bread, because I'll be too full and get sick, and I want to try them all. So I just like to eat the toppings, because that's weird, but whatever. But it just is nice knowing that all these things are getting done, and I'm wrapping it up, and with only 3 weeks left to go. I mean, you could have the baby, I could have the baby in 2 weeks, I could have the baby in 4 weeks. It just depends on what she decides to do. But boy, is it getting crowded in there. I could just feel her really good. The kids could feel her. We could grab her legs sometimes. Like right now, I could feel her little her little foot's right here poked up against the front of my belly, and I can feel that, and I can sometimes grab her leg a little bit, and then she just pulls it away. It's kind of fun. And you can still feel her head is down, so this is good news. And would you believe we still don't have that yoga ball blown up yet? My husband has not had 5 seconds to even think that far, but I think he will now that we've got some things cleaned up, so hopefully that'll work. He's going to take me grocery shopping tomorrow so he can get things lined up and in order for the next couple weeks, so that's where we'll be. But hey, what else could be wrong? Nothing. Everything's good. Everything's just as it should be. And, you know, when you're pregnant, you've got to be kind to yourself. And you've got to rest when you need to rest. And you've got to take breaks when you need to take breaks. And make sure you have food available and eat when you need to eat. I don't know if I have enough room for the yoga ball, Nathan. We'll probably just let it roll around over here by my office because it's quite cleared out now. You'd be surprised. But yeah. And then, yes, I have done Dressing My Truth and Child Whisperer. I have both of those books probably right behind me. Yeah, I've got a few. Here's my Child Whisperer book. Love that. So helpful. And then I've been following Carroll for quite a while. But I have her, It's Just My Nature. I have her Remembering Wholeness. That was an older one. The Path to Wholeness is the book I read years and years and years and years ago. That's where I first learned about her. Look at this funny picture on the back before she figured out all that stuff. And then this is the Discover Your Type of Beauty, the Dress Your Truth book. So I definitely know all about her. I'm kind of pushing it today with what I'm wearing, but I couldn't tell what kind of blue it was, but I liked the pattern of it, and I liked the V-neck because I am a type 3. So that makes it kind of fun. I usually dress my truth, but I cheat once in a while. I wear black. I have one black dress and a black shirt and black pants and black boots. So when I'm being rebellious, I'll throw those on. But I usually do it with like a rust orange jacket or a jean jacket or something to kind of 3 it up. But yeah, that's my type. And Dressing Your Truth is fun because it helped me be a lot more, just settle down a little and realize that I'm going to get things done no matter what. And that's why I'm a 3-1 actually. And that's why I probably talk 90 miles an hour and could get more things done than the average person even wants to get done, right? Because, you know, with Fly Lady, you're supposed to do your morning routine. You do oh, awesome. That's awesome, Lisa. I'm so glad, fellow type 3. But, you know, with Fly Lady Cat, you're supposed to do a morning routine, and then that's getting yourself ready, swishing your toilet, wiping your sinks, making your bed, that kind of thing, getting ready for the day, putting yourself through that routine. And then you're supposed to get your kids through their routines. Then you do a load of laundry, you go through some paper, and then, you know, you go throughout your day. We usually do school at that time. And then we have, you know, you have lunch, and then you do a little routine after that. And then at dinner time, and you've switched your laundry in there a couple times, whatever you're doing that day. I usually do 3 loads a day. Today I did 4 or 5 because of catching up for my husband. He decided to throw his laundry basket in there. So after I did my 3 loads, I did his 2 loads. He'll be so thrilled. And then, and then at the end of the day, you have, you know, I just make sure the kids do their chores. And then we have dinner and tidy up from dinner, and then clean, you know, and brush their teeth and get ready for bed. And in that time after school, I still am working on decluttering and projects and activities, and, you know, whether it's my weekly plan where I've got to go get groceries or my bills or whatever, I am all over the place doing all kinds of stuff. And that's just because I have more energy than I know what to do with. And I know, this is the part I'm so excited about. I know once I get it all done, I can rest. And then I can just keep it to the simple things, because everything has a home and everything is its place. And it's making me so excited because I'm almost free of the craziness. And then the only project I have left is family pictures and family history kind of stuff. And then I can just work on that a little at a time. So when you've got all the other projects in line and everything worked out, how easy is that? And I love that when I did all my drawers, I still have empty drawers on both sides, and I don't care because I'm sure I'll find something to fill them up. And I've got empty shelves up here where I'm going to put the empty albums, so it's just great. You'll have to make sure you come back tomorrow and see that. Let me see if I missed anything else. Sorry, I have to go that way. That is so cool that you're into all that. Yeah, I think I actually did a video on what the Carroll Tuttle type, and if you mix that with Clutterbug, because she has 4 types of clutter of people, 4 types of organizing. You know, she has the bee, the butterfly, the cricket, and the bee, the butterfly, the ladybug. So she has the 4 bugs, and everybody has their own style. And I just bought her book because she's so cute and I love her. She's from Canada and she does all these fun things, and it's just nice because you could see if it correlates with that. And I just put, you know, you find out how to dress and do your makeup and your hair, and then you find out what your organizing style is, and before you know it, you got your game on and you're good to go. And that's where I've been, and just trying to just get it all figured out, and and then at the same time you go on a crazy show that just hacks you and calls you crazy things, and then you realize, I don't need anybody's permission to be me. And that's where I'm at today. I'm so glad you got to come on today. I haven't seen you for so long, Lisa. That's awesome. Does anybody else have any questions or comments before we wrap this up? We've been on 21 minutes. We could stick around for 30. I'm fine with that. But if I got to keep thinking of things off the top of my head, whew, it could be fun. It could get crazy. Do you have any pregnancy questions? Do you have any pregnancy? Yeah, I have so much energy and you don't know how I do it all. Impressed, does it just come natural to you? Yes, it does. And I think it actually runs in my family. I've often been called the Energizer Bunny, and then now I refer to myself that way. But my brother, who's older than me and is not obviously having children, he can run circles around me because he is the Energizer Bunny on steroids. But all my siblings are like that. We all just work really fast and really hard, and my mom is like that. I think it's just in the genes. I don't know. But don't get me wrong, I do take breaks, you know. Once I'm at the end of the day, I've got a few things left to do. We've already cleaned up the kitchen, so that's good. I'll have to get the kids going on bed and get them through their routines, but then I will lay down and I will enjoy it and I will crash because I sleep really good at night. That's one thing I love about staying busy and just keeping things going, because I really get to sleep well. And, you know, I'm looking forward to things like reading my books and listening to my tapes and just, you know, getting back into painting and doing the photography. And because I do a little bit of photography on the side. I actually have a natural light photography page on Facebook. You could click on it and look at it. I'm not real active on it anymore. I mostly just do family and anybody who needs to do it for less expensive, just because I don't have a fancy camera. But you don't need a fancy camera to do what I do. I take beautiful pictures because I just have a good eye for that, and it's kind of fun. But it's not something I want to do all the time. It takes a long time to edit. Editing takes long, whether you're doing it for YouTube or for photography. So it's easier just to do lives, and that's why you see me do a lot of lives, because it just makes more sense. Yeah, I have great pictures from my smartphone. There's no doubt about that. In fact, I won't even drag my camera along half the time. I'll just use my phone. As long as I have my phone on me, I don't need another camera. And they blow up so nice. It's awesome. Yes, Debbie, I am doing a natural childbirth. Absolutely. I've done my last 10 children naturally, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It goes faster. I'm in control. I can feel everything that's going on, and I recover extremely quick. You'll see. It's just unbelievable. And as long as everything goes smooth and well, then I'll be able to, I'll probably be able to do a video the day I have a baby, because it's crazy. But that's what happens when you eat right and you take care of yourself, and you do. But you know, I've done a lot of mental preparation over the years, and I used to be a midwife, so well, I still do some midwifing, but I don't do it a lot. You had to have C-sections with both your daughter. Preeclampsia is repetitive for me. Oh, I'm so sorry. You don't want preeclampsia. No, 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 no. There's things you can do to try to help you stay away from that, but it's sometimes easier said than done. It takes a lot of work. But yeah, I just knew, like I said, in a different video, when I first announced that I was pregnant, I told kind of about why I have so many kids. I'll post the link for that below in the description box. But the whole reason I had so many kids, you know, after my first couple, I was like, I've got to change the way I'm doing this, or I'm not going to be able to have any more. So I had to learn a whole different way of being pregnant and having babies and things like that, so that I could actually, accomplish that task. You know, it wasn't easy, and my labors are pretty short. I don't have long labors usually, and I can move them pretty fast, so I'd say it was a good deal for me. Yeah, natural childbirth. I can't wait to tell you my childbirth stories, but I really want to get pictures of where I was at, so you get a real feel for what I did, and I think it'll be good for my kids too, when they can look back and hear their birth story. So it's taken a little longer than I anticipated, but I have the film, so I'm putting it together. It'll be fun. Anyways, oops, sorry, I did it on that side again. I want to make sure I have actually a lot of tips on having natural childbirth. Be more specific. Are you pregnant? Are you expecting? Because one thing I would do if I didn't know about having a natural childbirth, the first thing, emergency C-sections, rough. You've never mentioned it before, and I've been following you since seeing you on Dr. Phil. I always thought he probably had it in shows in his favor. Yeah, he definitely did. He kept the negative in and left the positive out. There was so much more positive than negative, but you know, the negative is what brings the ratings, not the positive. And you know, it's just, oh well. Oh no, epidurals don't work on you. Yeah, that's the problem I hear, is a lot of people get windows, or it only does half, it only cuts out, you know, some of it. But you know, I've had clients who just came to me for nutrition and eating right, and they were doing yoga, and once they had their baby, even though they had an epidural, everything went really smooth. That yoga can make a difference. And then, like I said, cut out that bread and that pasta. Like seriously, just eat a little bit if you have to have that every day, and just cut that out of your diet, and you'll see a tremendous difference. You know, just eat a little bit of steak, chicken, vegetables with butter and cheese, and then have your salad and all those different kind of things. It's really great. So let's see. I'm amazing. Not yet. The planning of is having a baby. Let's see. I've known a few people on the show, and yes, he keeps whatever it takes to bring in the viewers. Yeah, right. And then not pregnant, Debbie. I am 42 and my health is not in a place that I would like to even attempt to have another baby. Plus, I'm in a May/December relationship. That's funny. Debbie, I am 47 years old, and I didn't think I could have a baby at this age. And it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was a little nervous because there's been that 6-year lull, but it wasn't that bad. But here's the tips I have for Natural Childbirth. See this book? It's called Pregnancy, Childbirth, and the Newborn. And it's by Penny Simpkin and some other people. It's a complete guide. What I love about this is it's very comprehensive, and it gives you a lot of great ideas. It also tells you the pros and cons of home birth, like a birth center birth, a complete hospital birth, using medication, not using medication, cesarean, and blah, 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 blah. And it helps you just so you can have a more informed choice. It's a little bit older of a book, but I really, really like it. And it's not overwhelming with the amount of information. But what I love the most about it is it has these exercises you could do. And the one that talks about the gateway to pain helps you. Like, I don't use it the way that they do it anymore, but it was really good to help me understand kind of what happens in the process of birthing so that I could actually have a good natural birth. And that was what I really wanted. Let's see, lots of healthy fats help me with morning sickness. Yeah, me too. A lot of, that's why I do the scrambled eggs with heavy whipping cream. So good. And butter, lots of butter. I recently cut out all refined sugars. Good for you, Debbie, that's awesome. You only use coconut sugar or all organic, pure cane sugar, non-GMO. We have recently changed over to all organic, mostly autoimmune protocol for and paleo. Yeah, that's awesome. I wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but we went keto, and it has, it's been good for us. But I have a firm belief, because of all the books I've read on nutrition, that because I'll have to show that to you. I have a good program diet that I have all my girls follow when they're expecting, and the one that I follow when I'm expecting. And it's just a really good balanced diet that makes it to where I wasn't gaining a lot of weight when I was pregnant. And I learned it when I had baby number 4. I learned about it with baby number 4. And when you get to that point where I have another book. I can't remember if it's on this side or that side. Oh, no, it's right here. This book is Eat Right for Your Type. It's about your blood type. I love this book, even though some of it is a little bit, they've found out more information about it. But this book was the start of my health thing, because it's so great. It tells you, according to your blood type, what you should eat and what you shouldn't eat, because they did all these tests on people and saw what their body rejected, what was poisonous to their blood, what was effective, what changed their blood, blah, blah, blah. So it's really great for that. And then after you know your blood type and you find out about that diet, there are specific diets for specific blood types. Like, I'm an O blood type. My husband's an O blood type. So keto works perfectly for us. It's so good for us. But if you're an A blood type, then you should do more of a Mediterranean blood type. You should have more fish and rice and vegetables like that. But you should be avoiding potatoes and steak, red meats. That's just not good for a type A blood type. And the same for the B, and it just, each of them have, I'm sure one of them responds really well to paleo, but paleo is very similar and good for the O blood type as well. So it just depends on what you're trying, and boy, do they, there's a couple of shows on, one is called the Miracle Pill, and it's on Netflix. And oh my gosh, that is such a good movie. And even, a documentary. And even if you don't believe in keto, just to see the results that happen with the people, and just knowing about going back to more natural foods and not having the packaged foods and just everything store-bought, it just really, really helps. And then if you, before that, watch the Super Size Me, which came out years ago, you probably watched it then, but watching it again this time helped me be more aware of the sales tactics that are involved and how much they're trying to protect, because everyone's involved in making sure that we eat like crap. So you really have to take accountability and responsibility for your own diet. Otherwise, you're gonna have the things like cancer and sickle cell anemia, and you're gonna have kids with autism, and you're gonna have diabetes, type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes. You're gonna have just all these different things that are diet related, and the more synthetic, fake foods we eat, the more difficult it is for our bodies to live and function properly after a certain period of time. So both of those we watched recently, and I was just floored watching them now, all these years later, at how much more I comprehended instead of just being grossed out by the fat in the McDonald's food. So, let's see. I have a recipe. Debbie says I have a recipe for an apple crisp that is completely paleo, that tastes and looks exactly like regular apple crisp. Ooh, girls, share that with me. Look me up on Facebook at Got Kids and share it with me there. That would be awesome. I made it because there wasn't an option. That's awesome. After giving up refined sugar, cutting out the sodas, and forcing myself to drink more water, it's like I have deflated. My stomach was so swollen all the time, and now it's not. I feel like if you poked me with a push pin that I would have deflated like a balloon. Yeah, that's what happens. I watched the fat literally melt off me. It started in my face, and then I could see it starting on my arms, and then down my belly and my legs, and then it wasn't all the way off my belly, and then it kind of did like my bum and my legs again, and there was just a little bit left on my stomach area. And we figured out with my husband that's because it's probably working to get the fat off of your organs and out of your muscles before it does this fat around your waist. And we also compiled that with intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is the bomb. Like you will get over sicknesses, illnesses, diseases, everything just by fasting. There's a book that is on the other side by Dr. Jung, and it's called The Complete Guide to Fasting, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. The studies they've done on fasting and how many people have cured all kinds of things, or their illnesses have completely disappeared, let alone the weight loss that you've gained from having, from just fasting. So intermittent fasting plays a very important role in my life. And my husband, I have great pictures of him. I don't think I posted them on, I wonder if I posted them on Instagram. If I didn't, I will, because he lost 40 pounds in 2 months eating keto and having intermittent fasting. And he was very strict keto, but just like, he's melted away. His clothes are like falling off. We had to go buy him a lot of jeans. We had actually, in the halfway between, bought some smaller pants, but we had to keep buying smaller pants because his clothes weren't fitting anymore. He kept dropping sizes. And if that's the worst thing that happens when you lose weight, is you have to buy new clothes, who cares? So it's pretty exciting. I know I missed a few more things in here. Let's see. I've been struggling since 2004 with swollen left ankle and lower calf that looked like I had a lymphedema, and I had a knee accident, and then I thought it was that, but no, it was the other stuff like refined sugar. About 5 days ago, it was like my ankle and lower calf, and all of a sudden we just went back to normal. That is awesome. That's what happened to me when I got off the white flour and the white sugar. The pain in my knees was gone. I couldn't believe it when the pain in my back was gone, let alone my shoulder pain was gone. I was like, what does neck and shoulder pain have to do with sugar and bread? Little did I know they were very connected. I haven't had headaches for a long time, and I just feel so much better. I don't have that bubble swollen gut that you get after you pig out on bread. So there's just a lot of good things that come from eating better. And when you eat your whole foods, it's so much better. So yeah, that's where we're at. But this has been fun chatting with you. It's just fun learning new ways of doing things, and I want that. I wish I had known about it when I was younger, because I think I would be healthier now than I am now. But you're no longer using flour. Right on. Cassava flour, yeah. And there's also almond flour you could use. Right on. That's awesome. All the different kinds of flours that there are. But yeah, it just is crazy to me how much things get better after a long period of time. So, well, I should probably go. We've been on almost 40 minutes, ladies. We're having a good time, a good chat. And our one gentleman that likes to show up. My husband pops in here a lot of times. It just depends on if he's on a call. He's a firefighter, and you know, they constantly get calls. They're busy Las Vegas, so that's kind of our lifestyle here. But yeah, so look for me tomorrow early afternoon Pacific Standard Time, and I will do that walkthrough for you, and you will get to see every inch of this house and the progress that has been made, which is outstanding, and I'm so excited. Please do, Debbie. That would be awesome. I would love to get that recipe. So I hope that you have a great evening. I hope that you sleep well and you get to do lots of fun things this week. I hope that you have a lot of progress going on in your lives, and that that you're as excited as I am about this baby coming, because it's going to be so fun. And it's kind of funny because at the last appointment, the doctor said he wasn't even sure if this baby had Down syndrome. And so I'm like, roll the dice. Here we go. We live in Vegas, right? Let's see what happens. Who knows? And that'll be fun. So, all right. Well, have a good evening. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Be sure to like this, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure you hit the bell. If you click that little bell, it will remind you right when I come on, so that you don't miss any videos. And have a great night. You too, Nathan. Thank you so much for being